What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we have some insane news when it comes to the Call of Duty franchise, and honestly, I feel like the community is going to be split 50-50 on this topic. There's going to be a lot of people who might potentially think this will help the community overall, and there's going to be also a ton of people who will think this will pretty much end the whole Call of Duty franchise. But before we go ahead and get in this topic just very quickly, if you guys do want to support me a little bit more past the YouTube channel, which I already enjoy and I really appreciate your support as it is on here, I do stream every single day over on Twitch. The link to that is down in the description of this video. You can hit that, go on over, hit the bell notification button, and you'll be notified every single day when I go live. We're probably going to be hitting up some World War III today, and I think I'm going to play a little bit more Overwatch 2 this weekend. I had a really good time with my play session on the stream the last time I played it, so I think I might do it on stream again later. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, today is a massive day for Call of Duty fans. This won't be happening anytime soon, obviously, because we already know Modern Warfare 2 is coming out this year. It's going to be a 2-year life cycle, so we're not going to be seeing a Call of Duty game in 2023, and 2024 Treyarch is going to be releasing their title, which again has been rumored that's going to be like, a early 2000s style game, but we don't know what it's going to be until we actually get official information. But funny enough, apparently Sledgehammer Games, after all of the bullcrap they have been through, let's think back here. Let's seriously think back, ladies and gentlemen. World War II, even though it was better after the overhaul, the whole initial game pretty much flopped and died. And even though it was playable afterwards and people enjoyed the game throughout its whole life cycle, it was probably the most dead Call of Duty game that we've had in a long time. Not too many people wanted to populate it. Then after that, before that, Advanced Warfare. Okay, so Advanced Warfare was before that. And then afterwards, we get Vanguard, one of the most lifeless, soulless video games I think I've ever played. It really lacked the Sledgehammer identity. All of these years straight, same thing with Black Ops Cold War, they actually got fired off of the project. So Activision stripped Sledgehammer from Cold War, and Treyarch had to come in and pick up the slack on that game. But, after all of this stuff that we have went through with this development team, they are getting another chance, ladies and gentlemen, and you will not believe what game they are planning on making next. They're not thinking of any boots on the ground titles. They're not thinking of, helping out any of the other development teams. No, they are planning to make an Advanced Warfare 2. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. Even though I know Advanced Warfare did have a decent enough following, people did enjoy that game, I despised this title, okay? It is the only, and when I say the only, I truly mean the only Call of Duty game I've ever sold. I might have uninstalled a game, I might have stopped playing a COD title, but never have I gone out of my way to get a refund or sell the game back. And Advanced Warfare was the first and only time I have ever decided to do so. The game was so torturous that I just simply couldn't grind through it. And I'm definitely not the only person who feels this way. I've done multiple polls in the past. I've seen massive channels make polls as well around Advanced Warfare. And let's be real here, community feedback-wise, I think Advanced Warfare is the most hated Call of Duty game ever made. And again, I understand people out there really enjoy it, but facts are facts, right? I enjoyed Call of Duty Ghost. I enjoyed a little bit of Infinite Warfare, and I know those games were completely disliked, but I still, I'm not going to be blind to the fact that everybody hated them, right? Sometimes you have to understand if the mass majority of the community likes it or if the mass majority of the community hates it. In Advanced Warfare, in that sad case, the mass majority of the community hated it. So I am shocked beyond, belief that Activision, out of all the people in the world, the most money-hungry publisher I've ever seen right next to EA, would make a sequel to their, I want to say worst game they've ever made, but definitely up there as one of the worst, names in the whole franchise. It's a very risky move, and to me personally, if they stick with this, it might actually kill everything because nobody's going to buy something that's called Advanced Warfare 2. Why do you think Infinity Ward gets all the time they do? Why do you think Activision prioritizes them over Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games? And why do you think Infinity Ward never made a Ghost 2 or an Infinite Warfare 2 or anything of that sort, and they stick to the Modern Warfare name? They know it sells, right? They know it's going to make tons of cash, tons of money. Treyarch always makes Black Ops games. Always, because they know the name Black Ops is extremely popular. I guarantee you, if they made another World War II game, it wouldn't be called World at War 2, Even though World at War is one of my favorite games, probably a top 5 in the whole Call of Duty franchise, I guarantee they would not call it World at War 2. It would be some type of Black Ops title. So I'm shocked. Let's be real. I'm shocked. Even Sledgehammer Games, when it came to Black Ops Cold War, it's Black Ops Cold War, and that was a Sledgehammer Games project. They don't stray away from names that are popular, and here they are going directly to one of the most hated names out of the whole franchise. Now, I'll be real. I can see positives out of this as well. Again, even though I think this might be more on the negative side for a lot of people, at least for me personally, I'm open to change. I'm willing to see things switch up because having something so consistent year after year after year after year might be good in other fields, but when it comes to gaming, you need a little bit of a switch up to keep things nice and fresh. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to Call of Duty games. And everybody, when I say everybody across the board, have been nonstop hating on the fact that Call of Duty is quote-unquote feeling slower. I mean, Black Ops Cold War, everybody says the slowest Call of Duty game out there. I didn't really see that. Modern Warfare 2, I will agree, this game is pretty darn slow, but, so is Call of Duty 4, so is Modern Warfare 2, so is Modern Warfare 3, so is Black Ops 1, so is World at War. A lot of old school Call of Duty games were slow. I really do think people are just evolving when it comes to Call of Duty, and jetpacks is honestly what I think they all need. They want a game that is crackhead pacing, and you know what games had that? Jetpack Call of Duty games. Now, this is where they have to nail it, because I don't mind seeing jetpack CODs being reintroduced. I thought jetpack CODs were fun in their own unique ways. Like I said, it changed the flow of Call of Duty, and instead of, being able to tactically place yourself and get power positions and, find where to really stack up a ton of kills and get that adrenaline rush, instead of doing that, it was just all movement-based. Jetpack CODs were all about learning how to, jetpack strafe, finding the best positions while using a jetpack, obviously. You can find certain head glitches, you can find certain peaks that you can get over with it. It adds a whole different skill gap, and it adds a pacing that I think people are addicted to nowadays when it comes to COD. So it's a nice little switch-up, but the problem that they do is they make these jetpack games back to back to back to back again. If they do that again, no question, it's going to ruin the franchise. But I wouldn't mind if they sprinkle jetpack Call of Duty games in every once in a while. Like I said, give us more traditional boots-on-the-ground gameplay on a more frequent basis, and every once in a while, throw in a jetpack COD. Throw one here, maybe a few more years down the road, throw one there. A few more years after that, throw one here again, and give the community the pacing that they want every once in a while, but there's no need to completely overhaul what it feels like, because that's what it felt like after Advanced Warfare. When Advanced Warfare came out, I think it wasn't extremely hated afterwards with Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. I don't think it was hated because it was jetpacks. I think it was hated because people were tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duty has never been this. And even though it's a cool addition to the game that switched up the pacing, it was a complete throw-off. And to have it so many times in a row really killed it. Not even killed. I you know what I want to say? It ruined the taste of what jetpacks gave or put on the table. And also another huge key component that they must nail as well is the actual movement itself. Now, don't get me wrong. Once I moved to mouse and keyboard and PC, it's not that bad. I went back and I tried out Infinite again. I went back and tried out BO3. I haven't tried out Advanced Warfare yet. But my goodness, compared to back in the day, one of the biggest reasons why I think I hated Advanced Warfare is that it was rough for me to learn, to be completely honest with you. I didn't have any special controllers. I didn't have the back pedals. I know some people messed around with their controller configuration to make different buttons do different things. But, it was just, I didn't want to go through all that extra effort. I was a boots-on-the-ground Call of Duty player, and it was hard for me to learn. Now that I'm on PC, I don't mind a jetpack COD because I can really get into the flow of things. I'll be able to, sweat, compete, and get good with the jetpack movement. But I think back to all the people who are trying to play casually. Even though I enjoyed Infinite Warfare, I think Infinite Warfare had the smoothest jetpack system. I think they have to make sure it feels more like BO3. Advanced Warfare had cool jetpack movement, whatever, it was whatever. I didn't, like I said, I didn't enjoy it, but some people did enjoy it, so I don't want to completely ditch the game. But I think BO3 did it the best. Jetpacks were viable. You can use them, peek over ledges. You can use them to strafe around and stuff like that. You can use them to wall run. But were they necessary? No. Sometimes to get to certain parts of the map. But a lot of the time in BO3, if you want to play boots on the ground, you can play boots on the ground and compete just as good as someone just flying around the sky. Compared to Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, where if you played boots on the ground, you're getting slaughtered. Anybody who knows any type of movement in that game, who knows how to stick up in the air, they're going to be slaughtering everybody across the board. BO3, I feel like it was equal competition because they balanced the jetpacks out enough so they weren't completely overpowered, Like you had to rely on your jetpack in order to succeed in a lot of gunfights. They need to nail that because they can't push people out of their comfort zone. If they want Call of Duty to be successful, they have to continue to make this a game for absolutely everyone. And they need to make sure the movement, including the jetpacks, for someone who's using a base controller, isn't going to be way too overwhelming, especially for someone who has a very busy schedule. They work all day, they have a family to tend to, they have to go to class every single day, you have tons of homework, whatever your deal is. Some people don't have 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day to sit there and practice their, jetpack strafing and, all their movements and stuff. Some people don't got time for that. So you got to make it good for everybody across the board. But if they can do that, I could possibly see this being a good thing. As long as they don't make it too similar to Advanced Warfare, like I said, I sold that game for a reason. I don't know, but we'll have to find out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to find out. But thank you, everybody, for tuning into this video. I really do appreciate it. Guys, go down in the comments section and leave your opinions about how you feel about Advanced Warfare 2 possibly becoming a thing. Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's bad? Did you enjoy Advanced Warfare 1? Did you hate Advanced Warfare? Like I said, I wasn't too big of a fan, but I always love hearing everybody's opinions. There's tons of people out there who think Advanced Warfare was fantastic, and I love hearing why, hearing other people's opinions on why they enjoy something, or just, hearing opinions that aren't mine is unique, interesting, and it's always intriguing because you learn something new every single day, especially how other people think about things. So make sure you go down in the comment section and leave all your opinions down below. I love reading them all. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bumps, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me? There's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.